Who is there behind your success? Is it your wife? Or is it your mother? Or is it your father? Who is there behind your success? If you put this question to yourself, what answer you get? Is it your high school teacher? Or is it your friend? Or is it your guru? How to find out answer to this question? That means, who is the person who supported you when you were in difficulty? That means, who is the person who guided you when you were losing track and going in the wrong path? That means the person who inspired you when you were desperate and you were losing hope. To understand who is there behind the success of every human being, in this video, I am going to examine 4 different examples. Though you find 4 different persons behind the success of these examples, but ultimately when you watch the video fully, you will understand that it is only one person. That means there is only one person behind the success of every human being. So let us watch the video fully to understand who is that one person. Hi everyone, this is Sampath Kumara Charya from the channel Better Way of Life, the channel which is bringing to you one video every week. Who is there behind your success? Share your feedback in the comments box below the video. Let us see the first example. The student who gets selected for IIT is considered to be the most successful student. So when this question is asked to a student who got best rank in the IIT entrance examination, who is there behind your success? He said it was his mother. It was his mother who was responsible for his success. He said that the inspiration for good discipline, the inspiration for avoiding all the distractions came from a single word called focus. His mother always used to tell him to focus on studies. His mother used to tell that nothing should be visible and nothing should be audible except his studies. With that focus, the student could understand the lessons very well. That focus increased his grasping power and it increased his memory power. And as a result, he is selected for IIT. Let us see the second example. This question is put to an employee who joined an organization as a clerk and grown to the position of general manager. It is the best career growth. When this question is put to him, who is there behind your success? The employee replied that when he joined the organization during the first few days of initial orientation program, he had an opportunity of interacting with an expert who was a reputed personality. During that interaction itself, he decided that he would reach the highest position in the organization. What motivated him? The technique of time management by prioritizing the time explained by the expert motivated him. Though it was only 2 hours interaction, it went deep into his mind. And he used this technique of prioritizing the time throughout his service and became highly successful. Third example. A businessman who started his business in a small retail outlet has expanded his business and today he is among top distributors in the state, distributing various confectionery items, earning crores of rupees. When this question, who is there behind your success, is put to him, with a smile he replied that it was his colleague businessman from whom he learned the principle of doing consistent efforts. Because in every business there are ups and downs, just like movement of a roller coaster. A person who believes in the principle of consistent efforts, he doesn't lose hope when there is fall in business and he doesn't stop making efforts when there is success. He makes consistent improvements in the business by regularly analyzing the results. Fourth example. Success develops an ordinary person into an extraordinary man. This is the story of a mason, a small mason who developed himself into a great builder, and today he is the architect of various gated communities in a metropolitan city. How it happened? A few years ago, when this mason, along with other masons, was constructing a foundation of a small building, a retired school teacher was passing that way. The teacher asked them what they were doing. One mason replied that he was doing some work for livelihood. The second mason replied that he was mixing cement and concrete. The third mason replied that he was constructing a beautiful building. The teacher was very much impressed by the answer given by the third mason, and he said that this vision itself would make him a great builder. The mason was very much inspired by these words and started working hard. He developed a clear vision of what he would like to become, and that vision itself made him a great builder today. What is the difference? When a person boards a train without knowing where he would like to go, he would simply land at a destination which he never wanted to go. When we have a vision of what we would like to become, that vision creates a driving force in us and takes us to that position. Now let us analyze these 4 examples. In the first example, it is his mother who is there behind the success of the student. In the second example, it was the expert who was a reputed personality who motivated the employee. And in the third example, it is the colleague businessman who inspired him by his work. And finally, in the fourth example, it is the school teacher who created a spark in the mind of the mason and made him the builder. These are the 4 people who were there behind their success. But what made them successful? The student was successful by focusing on his studies, the employee by prioritizing his time, the businessman by making consistent efforts, and the builder by having a vision of what he would like to become. Now let us go a little deep and understand it. Every mother tells her children to work hard and to focus on studies. Whether all of them get selected for IITs? When the employee was interacting with the expert in the orientation program, there were hundreds of other employees who were also participating in the discussion, but none of them could reach the position of general manager. Similarly, there were so many businessmen in the area, but only one could get that motivation. And finally, elderly people keep on inspiring, but how many people respond to that? It was the mason who responded, and he became a great builder. So what we have to understand is that it is our own thought process which matters more. That means the individual himself. Good words are said by many. They are available everywhere. How a person receives them, how a person responds to them matters more in making him successful. The student, the employee, the businessman, or the builder, they are prepared to work. That's why the good words worked on them and produced the results. So the answer to the question, who is there behind your success? It is you, yourself. It cannot be anybody else. Thank you very much. Please like the video and share it to your friends. Give your feedback in the comments box below the video and subscribe to the channel Better Way of Life.